Hello everyone, it is I, Republic Studs, here to review the much beloved UCS Landspeeder. UCS stands for You See Too Many. I know that doesn't make any sense. But yes, here is the Luke Skywalker's Landspeeder. It's 236 pieces, ages 7 and up, set 75271. Comes with 3 figures, a lot of pieces, and it is so original, you guys have no idea. This is like the most original LEGO set you have ever seen in your life. Since LEGO has never made one of these before, it has been much critically acclaimed for how LEGO hasn't made one yet. And you know, it is not amongst all those other sets, like the Republic Gunship, or the Mon Calamari Star Cruiser, or even Luke's Homestead, which still have yet to be made in LEGO, but even though they've made too many of them, like this one, they have not made enough of. And I'm really glad they decided to release a 5th one. We only needed 5. Like, I think once we get to like 7 or 8, then we'll be good. I think this isn't enough. But yeah, so here's the back box art. We got some nice Tatooine coves. There's like a weird build that doesn't fit in at all. Like what's the deal? They're just a little tan code in the middle of a really dirty area. It makes no sense to me personally. Hey, whatever floats your boat. Let's get into the figures. More importantly, actually, let's get into the build, or the instructions. So yeah, here's an instructions. So if you don't know what that looks like, then there it is. This has to be one of the most exciting instruction books I've ever seen in my life. Not. This is, if you can't taste the sarcasm yet, I don't know what to tell you. Obviously, this set is compatible with Obi-Wan's hut. That's what it's really going with. Like, this goes with this goes with this. You know the drill. This is like, there's nothing special about this, not like the old days. Let's get into the figures. Here is the character beloved by all, obviously. It is C-3PO. Now, this figure looks like it's seen some things. It's like, he's like, oh god, what is that? He looks like he's looking in 2 billion different directions. You'll never know. But yeah, so he has his little metal leg. He's nothing new. I believe he came in a bunch of other sets, which, you know, nothing too special. Let's get into the Jawa. This is the Jawa, and actually this is a little different, at least from the previous ones. This one has like this little like undergarment under this, and it's really nice actually if you're like into the Mandalorian, then to have more Jawas, obviously. I believe this is one of the only Jawas to come out this year, if not the only Jawa. But yeah, I really like the little underskirt of the brown part. I really think it's a neat detail. There's obviously the back layer. Got that. It's very exciting. I kind of miss when the Jawas had capes. I think if you use the shorter, like, Mandalorian-style capes, just had it up to here, perfect. Let's get into the highlight of the set. Oh my gosh. Is that... That's Luke with a poncho. What? I remember when the sets were finally like leaked or pictures, and people were like livid, and all the people that were trying to defend the set, because there's always like people that defend bad sets, and people are trying to defend that sets, and they're like, well, the poncho is pretty cool, though. I remember that was like the biggest joke. I will say the poncho is very. It's a nice poncho. Is it worth $30? No, definitely not. Go to Cape Cantina or literally anyone else and buy that. Yeah, he comes with his regular one. This was the first. Well, along with the one that came in Obi-Wan's hut, of the 5 Tatooine Lukes we got this year, which is totally not absurd. But yeah, so there's Luke. Here he is with his poncho. It has a little brown stripe. There he is with his headpiece. I actually like this headpiece a lot. The head print. It's a very nice head print. And yeah, that's Luke with a poncho. So, you know, now your life is complete. Now that you have Luke with a friggin' poncho. You happy? Good. Let's get into the set. Here's everything that comes in the set. You get the speeder, you get the figures, and you get this little cove. Now, I figure we'll get into the speeder first. And I will definitely say, this is a very nice speeder build. Whatever you have to say about it being original or not, this is definitely the nicest one I've personally owned. I owned the one from the 2014 Cantina. And this is definitely the nicest. Obviously, it's also $30, or it was $23 on Black Friday. But I will say it's definitely a very nice build. I don't know how big of a fan I am of this being a sticker. I kind of liked it when it was just a pipe piece. But, you know, you'll live with it. Here's the little detailing. Obviously, I believe this used to be a piece you'd pop up in the old set. Maybe not. But, yeah, so there's, like, little detailing in there. On the bottom, you will notice we have these clear cylindrical-type pieces. And over here, you'll notice we have this little thing. And, obviously, it shows it's, like, been worn because there's a little skater piece here. And then you moved over here, you'll see some maroon, you'll see a little engine. I actually really like the engine build. It's a bigger improvement from the 2014 one. And this is actually interesting. So here is this little blaster. Luke actually used this. I was watching A New Hope the other day, and he was using the little musket rifle he was going to use to take out, or whatever they're called, cycler rifle, to take out Tuscans before they ambushed him. So it's a little tall, just a little. And yeah, so there's a nice little clip to hold that. And there is a seat, because you know the droids obviously end up sitting here. So this works out really well if you want to recreate that. There's also this little sticker here, which and C-3PO just sat on it and took it with his butt cheeks. But yeah, there's some electronics. You get the sticker. That's a BB-9E head. You get this little sticker here. You get a little sticker here, and this thing moves up and down. So you know, if you want to have your, you could have like a little pod race. You go, I don't know. I'm just trying to have fun with this. You have a little sticker up here. You have 2 stickers actually. Very nice. That's like 1 more than 2. Math. And yeah, here in here we have the beautiful accessory. That has never been overused. Be quiet if you think it has been. But yeah, there's binoculars, which is actually pretty neat. It's relevant to the scene, so it's not that bad. Here are the seats. I actually think the seats are much to applause. I actually really like the seats. You get a little steering wheel, which is good. Obviously, there's a little control panel and a little joystick. I was just thinking about that the other day. Like, well, why is it called a joystick? Like, you're just having a fun time, like, enjoying around with the joystick. Yeah, I'm not going to think about it anymore now, because I don't want to. But yeah, so there's Luke. You could have him in his Poncho glory, sitting there with C-3PO. Apparently, I remember C-3PO actually drives the Landspeeder, so you could do that too, if, you know, Luke's incapacitated, or, you know, maybe he lost his Poncho. So yeah, let's move into the weird little hut build, and then I'll give my final thoughts. Now, I don't think I have ever seen a more obvious attempt by LEGO to make justify a $30 price point. Like, this has to be the most obvious. Like, because Landspeeders should be going for around 20 bucks, especially for 236 pieces. Like, even, let me pull this up for you guys to prove to you. Like, this set right here, this freebie, I mean, granted it's not Star Wars or licensed or anything, but it's 333. This is 236 for reference, and that was free. Now, this is obviously to justify the fact that you have this build, which should be really 15 to 20 bucks, and making it 30. Like, I think it's just a terrible justification, not that great a build. I like this little Dune piece. I don't know if that's definitely not original to this. You get the little Jawa, and he gets a little thing. Like, I think if they had a little Jawa stand, if they had a little Jawa stand or a little stand in Mos Eisley, which would have worked perfectly. I think, like, if they had a little Mos Eisley stand where he sells this, or whatever, which would be it'll all be very. But yeah, that is the Mos Eisley Cantina. It is certainly a very controversial set. Obviously, all of the things I said in here were pretty much jokes in terms of, when I said it was serious, it was serious. But most of it was a joke. Like, it's not original. Obviously, it was a stupid set for LEGO to re-release. Same thing I feel with the new 2021 sets, and I'm really sad that this is going to continue and be a thing that's going to, I guess, keep happening. But yeah, with that said, I think I give this set a 9. In terms of the set itself, a 9 out of 10. In terms of the context of how we've gotten 2 billion of them, and the price. Obviously, the price. I take that back. Not a 9. It would be like a 6 because it's overpriced. And on top of that, I think I would give it a maybe 4 out of 10 in terms of broad scale of things because we've gotten 2 billion of them. But yeah, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all the other things, and I'll see you all in the next one. Remember, peace out and stay awesome.